Living Out Loud. This month, our focus is roots and reboots. The title of our talk today is Singing with Gratitude, given by our spiritual practitioner, Tamara. We are so glad that you joined us today. Please feel free to add to the chat or in the comments any prayer requests or celebrations that you would like us to include later in the service when we provide our community spiritual mind treatment, which is a form of affirmative prayer. We invite you to get comfortable and relax into this moment as we will officially begin our service with this video.
Please join us as we create our sacred space. We set our intentions of deepening into our awareness and practice of our 5 pillars of spiritual living by lighting this candle in our virtual world. Our first pillar is sacred study, represented I'm not hearing anything. Divine quality power.
One moment. Seems like we're having technical difficulty, which I'm hoping to remedy momentarily.
I have the text in front of me. If you want me to do it live, just let me know.
Let's see if you hear the sound.
Pillar honors the power.
Did you hear any sound?
It's cutting in and out.
Oh, I just paused it. All right, so I'll start it from the beginning. Do you hear it?
Please join us as we create our sacred space. We set our intentions of deepening into our awareness and practice of our 5 pillars of spiritual living by lighting this candle in our virtual world. Our first pillar is sacred study, represented by the divine quality of truth. We use this pillar to recognize the importance of an open mind and the power of our minds. The second pillar is affirmative prayer, represented by the divine quality power. This pillar honors the power of prayer in our daily lives. Our third pillar is meditation and the divine quality of peace. This pillar reminds us of the importance of meditation and the peace we feel when we quiet our minds. The fourth pillar is circulation and the divine quality of life. We know that the great law of circulation works in our lives. As we give, so shall we receive. And the fifth pillar is sacred service and the divine quality of love. This pillar affirms our call to be a service to our world as we see through the eyes of love. Let us close our eyes as we bless this sacred space and our time together. As we weave each of these pillars of spiritual living into our service today, may they deepen our own spiritual practices of study, prayer, meditation, circulation, and service, expanding our minds and our hearts to the 5 divine qualities of truth, power, peace, life, and love. We also bless everyone who made our service possible today and everyone in attendance. May the energy of love that is generated here bless everyone abundantly, and so it is.
Now, here is today's meditation with Tamara.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And I want to say just thank you so much for your patience. We are so grateful to Charlene, who's usually behind the scene pushing all the buttons, but she's feeling under the weather. And we are so grateful for Renee B and Renee S, who are stepping in and helping with the magic that takes place behind the screens. So I'd like to invite you to join me in a meditation today. Let's begin by just finding a position that is comfortable for you, whether you are seated or standing, it's up to you. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just sink into this moment, this exact moment of peace. You are here now. Take a deep breath in and out. And as you continue to take deep breaths in, out, allow any duties or tasks that you still have for today to just melt away. Just set them aside for now. Allow any tension, stress, discomfort, dis-ease to leave your body. And you can just picture it being blown away on a gentle breeze. Like that breeze you see on screen with the leaves, it's just blowing away. Now I'm going to invite you to continue to keep your focus on your breath and bring one hand to your belly and the other to your heart. And continue to take those deep breaths. And I want you to notice how your chest and your stomach rise and fall with each breath. And breathe out. Breathe in and release. Breathe out. And notice that as you exhale, you give, right? You're releasing that breath. And as you inhale, you are receiving. Exhale, inhale. They are a team. They work together. Not separate. Once you inhale, no matter how hard you try, you have to get your breath is an amazing gift. Give and you receive. Now let's really dive into it. I want you to visualize a beautiful bright light in front of you. Color that you can decide. Make it the color that you need to see right now. But it's very bright, it's shining, it's glowing, it's almost neon. It's bright, like a star or a sun. And let it expand and grow with each breath. Feel it grow brighter and a little warmer with each breath that you take, until the warmth of this light just fills your whole body. You feel it covering you from head to toe. And it feels so good, so good. It warms you from the outside all the way to the inside. And as you feel this light just soak in, feel any trace of anger or sadness or disappointment just leave your body. It's like a flashlight shining into the darkness. The darkness disappears. Let the light chase away any darkness that you feel. Become aware that you are alive and that you are happy right in this moment. You are right where you need to be right now. And there are no bad thoughts or sensations to cloud or sadden you. You are filled with this bright, bright light. You're warm, you are safe, and you are loved. Take one more breath. Just soak in that warmth. And then slowly open your eyes and come back and join us, because there's some wonderful music from Leah waiting for you.
Good morning. With that meditation in mind, I believe I'll sing a song that was born in the sunshine. I've got more than enough sunshine on my face. I've got more than enough sunshine on my face. And it's smiling down on me, and it's good and warm and free. I've got more than enough sunshine on my face. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Today is gonna be a day I let it be. I feel the love, and I am the love. Today is gonna be an amazing day. I've got more than enough sunshine on my face. I've got more than enough sunshine on my face. And it's smiling down on me, and it's good and warm and free. I've got more than enough sunshine on my face. I've got sunshine on my face. I've got sunshine on my face. And it's smiling down me. I've got sunshine on my face. I've got enough sunshine on my face. I've got enough sunshine on my face. And it's smiling down me. I've got enough sunshine on my face. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Today is gonna be the day I let it be. I feel the love, I am the love. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Today is gonna be the day I let it be. I feel the love, 'cause I am the love. Today is gonna be an amazing day, with enough sunshine on my face.
Oh my goodness, you're getting a round of applause from me, Leah. And I have to tell you, we hear this. If you're a frequent visitor to CSL Leesburg, you hear this and you might think we planned this, right? But if you came and joined us a little early, you heard Leah do a little sound check about sunshine. She started singing a little bit of that song. I had already had this meditation plan. Guys, there's the proof, right there. We're all connected. Oh, thank you so much. So today's title of our talk is Singing with Gratitude. And when I read the title of today's message, I was a little bit confused. Gratitude. Isn't that something that we normally think about in November around Thanksgiving? So why are we focusing on gratitude today? Well, for the month of January, our focus is root, and reboot. Plus, many people around the world today are celebrating Lunar New Year. So Happy New Year. Let's make some New Year's resolutions, and let's make gratitude one of those resolutions. So gratitude is a universal spiritual practice the message that it's important to express gratitude can be found in all religions. After all, God is all there is. And if God provides all our needs, then doesn't it make sense that every now and then we take some time to say thank you? This past holiday season, many people had the opportunity to say thank you to gifts, to acts of kindness, to shared food and treats, to shared talents, and even treasure. It is our custom to say thank you when someone gives a gift, when they open the door for us, when they help us pick up something that we've dropped, when they show kindness. However, sometimes there are some negative thoughts that get tangled up in gratitude. We may feel that we aren't being grateful enough. We may have judgment about other people's level of gratitude. Have you ever done something for someone and then felt slighted because they didn't express their gratitude or enough gratitude according to your expectations? Guilty. Plus, sometimes we find ourselves in a situation when it's downright impossible to create an overall feeling of gratitude. How can we express gratitude when we're faced with a difficult situation or challenge? So let's take a deep look at gratitude today and how it fits into our spiritual practice. In today's talk, I'm going to address the importance of gratitude, the negative thoughts that get tangled up in gratitude and make it difficult to feel grateful sometimes, and then those situations that make it absolutely impossible or next to impossible to feel the teeniest bit of gratitude for your situation. So the importance of gratitude. Every day at my school, if you don't know, I'm a middle school teacher. Every day at my school, we end our morning announcements with the following message: make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Isn't that a great message for teenagers to remind them that you always have a choice? Every single morning when you wake up, you get your opportunity to set your intention for the day. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. And an attitude of gratitude is a guaranteed way to make it a great day. Everyone wants to be happy, right? So here's the secret to happiness. It's gratitude. Think about a time in your life when you received a wonderful gift. Perhaps you were a child and you received a toy that you so deeply desired, or perhaps you received a gift recently. And I want you to remember a gift that you valued, that you were so excited about. You had so much delight because this is really something that you recognize was special and unique, something that you really, really needed, or something that just was made just for you. And it was a gift. It was freely given. You didn't buy it. You didn't have to earn it. It was a gift. Now think about what we did in our meditation just a few moments ago. We were breathing in and breathing out. What a gift. Each breath that you take is valuable, right? Can't live without it. Can't live without breathing. And it's freely given. You've been given the gift of life. And as you give, so shall you receive. And it's a natural human tendency to give more when people appreciate our time, our effort, our sacrifice. When we express gratitude, we find ourselves receiving more blessings. When you receive more blessings, you feel happy. But remember, happiness isn't the starting point. It's not happiness that makes us grateful. It's gratefulness that makes us happy. Gratitude not only makes us happy, research has found that there's so many other benefits for including gratitude as part of your daily practice. It improves your self-esteem, it improves your energy and your health. It makes you more resilient. It boosts up your immune system, and don't we all need that right now? It gives you the power to handle adversity and challenges better, makes you more generous, more forgiving, and it keeps us in the present moment. When we're not worrying about the future or dwelling in the past, we have less stress, less anxiety, and less negative thoughts. There's so many reasons to have gratitude in your life. And I want to share something about receiving gratitude and praise and compliments. Here at Center for Spiritual Living, we understand that it all begins with self-love. When you love yourself, you honor the one who created you. When you dishonor yourself, you dishonor your creator. And when it comes to gratitude, everything counts. When you receive compliments, when someone expresses gratitude to you, do you acknowledge it or do you dismiss it? It all depends on your level of self-love. When someone thanks you, do you reply, "Oh, it was nothing"? No, it wasn't. You put in some effort. Give yourself some credit. Do you toss aside compliments as if they're meaningless? This old thing, I just picked this up, or it's 30 years old, or it's really old. Do you realize what you're doing when you put down the compliment? Whatever's happening, there's an awareness or a lack of awareness to the gift that was given to you. And there was a little bit of lack of self-love. You deserve praise and recognition. A simple compliment deserves a simple thank you, maybe a smile, and that could be enough. It's about making a connection with the person who gave you the compliment. And you can reaffirm it. You can not just brush it off and destroy it. When you value yourself, you realize that you deserve praise. I've even learned how to turn this into a fun little situation. It was Reverend Sunny who taught me this. And at first I was so shocked by this. This just blew me away. I never even thought that you could do something like this. But when someone gives you a compliment, turn to them and say, "Yeah, I know, right?" You're recognizing and affirming that that person has keen observation skills. Or you can say, "Thank you. You have good taste." The person who gave me the compliment put a smile on my face and I returned the favor. Maybe even made him laugh a little. An attitude of gratitude is a guaranteed way to make it a great day. Each day you can wake up and say, "Today, I will have an attitude of gratitude," and it will change your life. All right, now let's talk about those negative thoughts, the negative thoughts that get tangled up with something so wonderful as gratitude. Sometimes it's really difficult to express gratitude. We might think that we deserve more than we receive. Surrounded by difficult people, and it's a little bit hard to be grateful for the situation we're in. Let's address those times, because our gratitude just disappears when we find ourselves in the presence of people who are complaining or fault finding or taking what we have provided for granted. Many years ago, I stumbled upon a book that shed new light in the situation. And if you know me, you know I've talked about this book before. It's called "Thank You for Being Such a Pain: Spiritual Guidance for Dealing with Difficult People." So part one focuses on understanding the difficulties. It answers the question, why are people so difficult? And the answers in this chapter are worth the price of the book, guaranteed. Some people are difficult because they're different. In our eyes, they're difficult, but they're really not difficult. They're just different. And some difficult people have emotional wounds. Some are stuck in the past. And some, believe it or not, don't even have a clue that they're being difficult. They have no idea. Can you imagine that? The author of the book shows the reader how to take the hardships of dealing with a difficult person and flip it into a blessing, a lesson. Thank you for teaching me to be sensitive. And you don't say that out loud to the difficult person. No, 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 no. You just take it inside. Oh, look at how that looks. Look at how that makes me feel. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make sure that I don't talk to someone like that, that I don't treat someone like that. Thank you. Thank you so much for teaching me to be sensitive. Thank you for teaching me to be unselfish. Oh, thank you for teaching me to be punctual. Thank you for teaching me to be grateful. I have a lot of notes, Post-it notes, folded corners in this book. I write things in the margin when I find good stuff. Plus, there's a little note on the inside back cover. Everyone thinks that they're a hero. The people who are most difficult to love are the people that need it the most. They don't realize that by our definition, they're being difficult. And here's another little secret. If you want appreciation, give appreciation. If you want love, be loving, give love. If you want to be surrounded by people who are generous, be generous. If you want respect, be respectful. All these things are so contagious and they just spread. And remember, as you give, so shall you receive. You can always look at somebody who's being very rude to you and say, whoa, hang on. I don't know what you're going through today, but have I ever spoken to you that way? So let's just take a pause. Let's take a pause. Let's regroup. Maybe we can continue this discussion in a few minutes, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. But as you give, so shall you receive. All right, the third point. Sometimes in life, there are moments where it just feels downright impossible to find the good. Remember the old story about the two boys, one's placed in a room full of presents and one's placed in a room full of pony poop? The little boy in the room with the presents is complaining the whole time, oh, I have this. Oh, these things break all the time. And the little boy in the room with the pony poop is so happy. He's throwing it up in the air and having a party. When they asked him, why are you so happy? He said, well, with all this pony poop around here, there's got to be a pony somewhere. But sometimes we find ourselves bogged down, don't you love my term, in pony poop. And you're thinking I'm sorry, there's no pony here, and there's no way I'm going to be grateful for this situation. Thankfulness is a prominent theme in the Bible. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, 16 through 18, it says, be joyful always, pray continually, and give thanks in all situations. Did you catch that last part? All situations? All situations? How can we express gratitude even in those difficult times? How can we express gratitude when we're hurting or grieving? Well, I think the answer is because we have faith. Faith is what keeps the stars shining in the night sky, even on the darkest of nights, right? Our faith reminds us that we are divinely created. Our faith tells us that we're never, never alone. Faith is built on the knowledge that we have survived challenges before, so we will survive this current challenge that's facing us too. Faith is a complete understanding that we never have to rely on an outside source to find our strength. We don't need anyone or anything to tell us that we are loved, that we are blessed, that we live in abundance. We hold that truth somewhere deep, deep in our hearts. Sometimes it's small. It's just that tiny, tiny little mustard seed, that tiny little flame. But it never goes out. It's always, always there. Recently, I watched a video created by a gentleman named David Goggins. He's a motivational speaker. He's a retired Navy SEAL, and he's an ultra marathon runner. Folks, I don't even know what an ultra marathon is, but when you look at this guy, you know that he can make things happen. He's a guy who has faced many, many challenges in his lifetime. And there have been times when he's been stressed. There have been times when he has faced obstacles that he had to overcome, and times when he had to motivate himself to keep going. And you know what he does? He reaches in to his cookie jar. Now I know what you're thinking. What? Are you telling me that in the middle of a marathon or on a Navy SEALs mission, this guy's running and he pops open the lid of a ceramic cookie jar and he pulls out a handful of Chips Ahoy? No, I am not. His cookie jar is his collection of memories. It's a metaphor, people. It's his collection of his past experiences in his lifetime, a collection of failures and obstacles and challenges and how he overcame them. When he's faced with a difficult situation, he reminds himself of a memory, a problem that he faced in the past. And he reminded himself that he survived. He thrived. He learned. He gained experience. He became stronger, perhaps a bit more compassionate. Why does he call these memories cookies? Because they're just so sweet and they give him energy to keep going. And just like children who are grateful when they receive cookies or a treat, he's so grateful. He's so grateful that he's had these life experiences that tell him, yeah, sometimes life is really tough, but you've gotten through these tough times and you'll get through this too. This level of gratitude is deep and profound. It's really hard to find that moment when you can stop, when you're faced with a challenge and just say, hang on. I know you got this. I know I can do this. I've been through tough times, but this is faith in action. When you go to a restaurant and place your order, you have faith that the food is being prepared to your liking, and when it's ready, it's going to be brought to your table. It's the same thing when you pray. You place your order and it's delivered to the kitchen and the great master chef prepares your plate. And when it's ready, it will be served to you. We also know that sometimes that great master chef is preparing us a meal before we even know what we need, what we desire, or that we're even hungry in the first place. So how can we have an attitude of gratitude even in difficult times? The answer is faith. Dr. Ernest Holmes, our founder, states in 365 Science of Mind, there's something in this attitude of thanksgiving that carries us beyond the field of doubt into one of perfect faith and acceptance, receptivity, realization that all is well. I've had tough times before. I survived. I got through this. I'll get through this too. Thank you for the difficulties that I have overcome. They made me stronger. They taught me that this too shall pass. They taught me that when I get knocked down, I get back up again. It might take me a while. I might have to lean on someone until I have my full strength again. I might need the help of a professional, a physical therapist, literally or figuratively, but I'm still going. I survived challenges in the past, and I will survive this too. And this doesn't just apply to me, this applies to you. Carry that little cookie jar with you. When you have that time, when you're running low on energy, when you think that you can't take another step, do just what David Goggins does. Reach into that cookie jar, your memories of how you've had tough times. You survived them, and you'll survive this too. So, what can we do with today's message? Gratitude offers many lessons for us that we can apply to our lives. We can approach life with a grateful heart. We can wake up each morning just as the birds do. They sing. Remember the title of our talk, Singing with Gratitude. They sing with gratitude because they are expressing their joy and gratitude for making it through another night. That's why they're so noisy in the morning. They're just celebrating. Oh my gosh, I made it through. It was so dark was a little cold, but look, I'm here and I'm starting a new day. And we too can give thanks each morning, expressing gratitude in advance, knowing with full confidence that the good of God is with us each and every day. Our life itself is the ultimate gift. We can remind ourselves of this precious gift with each breath that we take. We are here by divine appointment. We were divinely created for unique and wonderful purpose. And when we know this to be true, then our hearts are just filled up with gratitude. Meister Eckhart, a 14th century mystic, said, if the only prayer that you ever say in your entire life is thank you, then that will be enough. So at the bottom of the little outline that I was given, there are two challenges, and one is a personal challenge and one is a challenge that we can take out into our community. So for the personal challenge, have you ever kept a gratitude journal? Maybe it's time to try that again, right? It's a new year. I've done this 2 ways in the past. Sometimes I've written things down, or sometimes just as I'm falling asleep at night. What a neat way to review the day. Try to list 5 things that you are grateful for that occurred to you for that day. And if it helps you, write them down. If you just want to do a mental list, try it that way. But as you list these things, try to go deeper than the surface. Don't just write, I'm grateful for my dog. List the reason. Why are you grateful for your dog? If you're grateful for the food that you ate at lunch, don't just say, I'm grateful for my grilled cheese sandwich that I had for lunch today. Why are you so grateful? If you're grateful for the conversation that you had, why? Why are you grateful that you had that one conversation? And you can even take a couple steps back. The grilled cheese sandwich, somebody made that bread for you. I'm sorry, you didn't make the bread. Somebody made the cheese for you. Thank those people too. Show appreciation for them. The simple practice can open up your eyes to all the blessings in your life, and your happiness will increase because it all starts with gratitude, and everyone wants to be happy, right? So here's the challenge for taking this message out, and spreading it out into the community. We can practice gratitude as a spiritual community by offering acts of service to others. Look for ways to express your gratitude locally or globally. Is there a cause that you believe in? Is there an organization that furthers this cause? You can express your gratitude for their service. Perhaps you can even make a donation. Is there a friend, a relative, a neighbor who brings so much joy into your life? Please write them a thank you letter or a little note. Tell them how much you appreciate them. Has someone inspired you on your life journey at any time in your life? Let them know. I wrote a note one time when I was in graduate school to my 5th grade teacher. She was still teaching, and I just told her I wouldn't be on this path if it wasn't for the love that you poured into me, what you gave to all your students. And she was so thrilled to hear from me and receive that. It's never too late. Write a note to someone who inspired you, who helped you get to where you are today. Have you ever thought of writing a note of thanks the next time you pay a bill? What? Thank you, electric company. Thank you so much for the power that you provide. Thank you, cable company. Thank you, cell phone provider. Where would I be without my cell phone? And please, 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 you know I believe in this. If you know me, thank the custodians, the delivery people, all the service providers in your life, the people that sometimes go completely unnoticed. There's a whole group of people who are working to provide you with all that you need each day. Let them know that you are grateful. Gratitude. As you give, so shall you receive. Let's go into our prayer. This is spiritual mind treatment. This is a form of affirmative prayer, and I'm going to click a button very quickly and see if anybody put a prayer concern in the chat. I don't know if you've heard the news out of California. There's been yet another mass shooting. So I'm going to include the folks in California in my prayers today, and I hope you do too. There is only one God. There is only one life. That life is my life, and that life is perfect now. We call this one by many names: God, Yahweh, the healer, Elohim, the creator, El Roi, the one who sees me, the one who knows me. This God is the one who created the universe and everything in it. This divine one is present everywhere, in all things, in all people, and it is present right here and right now. There is no place where God is not. And so I can say with complete confidence and faith, the same divine intelligence that made the stars in the night sky, the animals that roam the land, the prairies, the jungles, the birds that fill the skies and the trees, the magnificent creatures that swim in the oceans, that same divine intelligence also made me. Everything that I see is a reflection of the power and the wonder of that omnipotent, omniscient God. Everything that I encounter each and every day is a creation of God. And just as the mountains, the stars, the animals, they are perfectly magnificent. They know what to do because they have divine wisdom. They are perfect, and I too am perfect just the way I am. God doesn't make junk. He doesn't make mistakes. Everything is perfect. I am a child of God. I am a creation of God. And as I clearly see my true nature, I affirm that my life is unfolding perfectly and beautifully for me right here, right now. I am filled with peace. I am filled with joy. I am filled with perfect health. I am filled with gratitude, for I know that I am divinely created. I state this truth for myself and for everyone who is present. I state this truth for everyone in California who is helping grieving families, who is coming together to support them, who is just pouring love and support into this community, because I know that there is no place where God is not. I express my gratitude for all the good that is. It pours down, it soothes me, it comforts me, it fills me with hope, and it carries me through each day as I face whatever I need to face. So all thoughts of worry and uncertainty are gone, for they have no power. They disappear because my faith is stronger. I know that everything is moving forward to the best and highest good. And so my heart sings. My heart sings with joy and gratitude for all the blessings in my life. I am grateful to know that even before I speak these words, it is already so. And so I release my words. I release this prayer into the universal law of truth and light, knowing that I am blessed. It is good. Life is good. And so it is. Are you ready for some more music from Leah? I know I am. All right, Leah, let's see what you have.
Thank you so much, Tamara. When I, just kind of similar to you, when I saw the title of this this morning's service, so a lot of thoughts came into mind, but singing gratitude immediately led me to this song by William Jack Fowler and Mitch Johnson. I put the lyrics into the chat to make sure we catch them. They're super simple, but so spot on, I believe, with everything that you shared and with the sentiment of singing gratitude. I celebrate my abundance today by giving this gift I show my faith. As I open my heart, my world becomes a better place. I release all fear and I share gratefully. This love I give always comes back to me. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know that all that I give, I'm giving to myself. Give to myself. I celebrate my abundance today. By giving my gifts, I show my faith. As I open my heart, my world becomes a better place. I release all fear and I share gratefully. Each gift that I give always comes back to me. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know that all that I give to myself. I celebrate my abundance today. By giving this gift, I show my faith. As I open my heart, my world becomes a better place. I release all fear as I share gratefully. Each gift I give always comes back to me. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know that all that I give to myself. Will y'all sing that last line with me? It starts with knowing my oneness with everything else. Let's sing that together. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know that all that I give to myself. Renee, I can't hear you. I'm not sure if anyone else can.
Oh, sorry about that. I needed to unmute. I was so taken away that the service was so beautiful. And then Leah took us to that place again. It really encapsulated all of what we just learned in the message. And I was filled up and forgot to unmute. Well, now is the time to bless the donations that are shared today. At CSL Leesburg, we believe in the law of circulation, so we are a tithing community. The donations shared with our center bless everyone, those who give and those who receive. Your donation helps our center, our CSL home organization, as well as organizations that support our vision of helping to create a world that works for everyone. Please look at our screen. There are many ways to give. It's easy to find a way that works best for you. You may also go to our website, cslleesburg.org, and click the donate button. We thank you for your support. No matter how you are giving, take that gift, physically or mentally, place it over your heart, and join us in affirmations of oneness. The presence of spirit within me blesses everyone I meet, tends to heal everything I touch, brings gladness into the lives of everyone I contact. Therefore, I'm a blessing to myself, to humankind, and to the day in which I live. So for announcements, as you know, every week we have our dream study on Tuesday at 9 a.m. with Charlene. So we'll be having that again this Tuesday. Please join us for that. If you had any dreams that you're wondering, what message can I glean from this? Come and join us. We'll help you. Sometimes it's helpful to get another perspective. So it's on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. And that's all the announcements that we have for this week. So we're ready to close the service. So join me in our closing affirmation. And everyone say with me, I am love.
I am love.
Look around, find somebody that maybe is with you, or think mentally of someone you care about. Whoever's calling me on this line.
On that sound?
Yes.
With that
Hey. Trying to mute it, but it just won't stop. All right. You know what? You are loved.
You are loved.
And everybody, let's say, yes, it's all love. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Don't we have gratitude for Charlene even more than ever? Oh my goodness.
And you too, Tamara and Leah. Thank you so much. You moved me with your service. Thank
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Likewise.
And thank you, Leah. Yeah. I recorded you on my phone. I'm going to listen to it over and over. It was so good. Thank you.
If you're